So we're talking football, and we have one of the living legends of female football in our midst, and we're indeed thankful that she visits us every year to promote her football tournament, Monster Mentality Football Tournament. We're talking about Yaya Cordinor. Good morning, ma'am, and welcome.
Yes, and good morning, brother.
Very good. And we have next to you, as she's been here before, is Maylene Atkins Johnson. I got it right?
Johnson.
Atkins Johnson. Good morning, ladies and welcome.
Good morning.
All right, so the fourth edition of Monster Mentality Football Tournament in Speyside. Tell me the successes for 4 years now, how it's been going, and it's growing obviously, so let's speak to that.
Of course, it's been going for as we started, the first year doesn't always be good because it's something new, but as the year goes by, it's gotten bigger and more challenges, but overall, it's been great thus far with preparation.
Very good. Ms. Johnson, you've been supporting this venture from inception. What you have observed over the years in terms of the growth of the event and the talents that may have come out of this event and so on. And we're going to talk about the outfit you're all wearing now. Let's go.
No, I think the tournament has grown tremendously every year. More teams from Trinidad comes. Overall, we have had great support from teams in Tobago, and this year is no different. The amount of teams in the different age groups, sometimes it can be overwhelming because of the lack of space and stuff, but we have done a tremendous job of managing and organizing and structuring it in a way that it starts on time and it ends on time. So I think what most teams love about our tournament, it's well organized, well structured, and everything is free.
All right. Well, yeah, let's talk about the structure. She met your friend mentioned there. How does one become or be part of this? Which teams are engaged? Is it male, female, separate? You tell us the structure of the event this year around has been doing all these years. Let's speak to it. Who can register and talk about the registration? Has that been overwhelmed? Speak to us as we heard from Ms. Johnson there.
So we have in different age groups from U9 to U15 boys, and we had U17 girls. But unfortunately this year we had to exclude them because of the registration process.
The girls?
Yes.
So no girls this year?
No.
What happened? They did not register in time? What? Tell me.
Yeah, the delay of the registration process, and we needed to close off the registration at a certain time to start to prepare everything so that on Sunday we have everything ready to go.
How many teams registered this year? From 9, you said, up until adults, I suspect?
No, from 9 to 15 boys.
Yeah, it's a youth tournament.
Okay.
In each age group, there's 10 teams. I think in the U11 there's 14, U15 there's 14 teams as well. So pretty much it's going to have at least over 400 kids there on Sunday.
Wow. All right, so Sunday Speyside grounds.
Yes.
Obviously. Let's talk about the support that you've been getting and the people who keep you doing this thing that you would like to. Of course, Monster, I suspect, is a big sponsor because it's called a Monster Mentality. Or is it just a name that you just came up with? Because I'm thinking Monster, the energy drink.
No? It's completely different.
All right, so just tell us. All right, so why the concept, or why the title, a Monster Mentality?
This goes back a long, long way since I was on the national team, and at a very young age, when one junior Jim told me that he's a monster, I can't be Yaya anymore because of the way in which I played.
Okay.
So from that, I just take the name. It was Yaya Monster first, but then after I saw Kobe had Mamba mentality, I say Monster Mentality.
Monster Mentality, yes. And that's how you play. We come to that a little bit. So Ms. Johnson, clearly, all right, so this, let's talk about what would have, over 4 years, some talents would have been spotted and so on, particularly women, because we want to get in focus there. This year they're out. But let's speak about what you've seen over the years in terms of the talents that partake in this event.
Yes, it's been tremendous. Amazing talent. You have top teams from all around Trinidad and Tobago. You have the Ball Blasters. You have Trin City Nationals. Over the years, we've had Cox Coaching School. Unfortunately, they can't make it this year because they're out of the country. So many talent. And for us, it brings us great satisfaction that we are able to create a platform for the young men and women of Trinidad and Tobago to showcase. And our goal is just to create a legacy of, you know, a legacy of service to the young men and women of our country.
All right. So let's look at the women. You are two female footballers. Obviously, Yaya, you have graced the world. You played in China or Japan or someplace there, and you're telling me Japan?
China.
And then they're talking to you, and someone is saying, and they're telling me you want some Tobago food. They have that only Chinese. But let's talk a little bit about where football took both of you. And I'll start with you, Yaya. Clearly, your name is a household name and so on. But let's speak to that. Where has football taken you? We know it took you all over the world. What it has done for you in your development in the sport, a professional footballer. Let's speak to the young ladies who are out there who would say, right, you know what? I would want to be a Yaya Cordinor, a monster in this football thing, just like she did. Speak to us as to the successes you've had, where it took you, and what it can do for young people.
Well, football on the whole changed my life entirely. Visiting different countries and seeing how they live, how their lifestyle is, it changed the way I see life. Because normally we just think here in Trinidad and Tobago is the best way of living. Not until we step outside the world and see how things is being done, then it'll be like, wow, we are doing things so wrong in this country.
So we so let's right. I want to go to China because obviously the technology and so on, where they are, when you had to, the culture shift, that we have blown your mind, and you had to adapt for the time that you're here. And it was difficult. Many times you would cry in your room and nobody would know because you miss home. Let's speak to those types of adjustment that you had to be quick in some cases because you had to go out the field, and that's why you're there in the country. And the other countries that may have changed your thinking, as you said, to recognize the value in terms of poverty or what you may see, that we are lucky that we are part of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, that's good.
Well, China on the whole was a bit different and challenging because, you know, most of the times they don't see people of color. So for me, it was a bit scary because every time you step out the dorm, they point at you, they watch at you, they take pictures of you without even asking. So, and it's been like that for the 5 months that I was there. And the food is totally different. It is not like Chinese food here. So that itself was challenging. And well, the football, you know, the football, it would always be the same because football is football. But in general, the living situation in China was a bit challenging for me. But now that I went there and experienced that, I know what to expect if I ever went back there. So I wouldn't change my mind while going back and play in this type of country. But and the other countries that I played in, which is Turkey, Paraguay. But Paraguay was, for me, one of the, I won't say the most experience, but could be because of the way in which the lifestyle and how in which they treat people and all this type of stuff, and especially being a black person in a Spanish country can be challenging. So.
Wow. Okay. All right, so we got that, and that is, you know, because we don't get often enough to hear about the experiences that people like yourself would experience, but we are thankful for that. All right, for the young ladies looking on, and let's speak about football and what it has done for you as well, and where it can take any young aspiring female footballer.
Football has made a massive impact on my life. It's taken me places where I've never dreamt of. It's given me things I don't think I would have had if it wasn't for it. And for me personally, the greatest thing it has helped given to me was an education. I remember failing common entrance, and today I have a bachelor's degree in sports management. So I think, you know, it's been great to me, and I would tell any young boy or girl, to follow their dreams, be confident, believe in themselves, and don't let anyone tell you what you cannot do. But most importantly, just to understand that talent is overrated and potential has a shelf life. You have to be able to, or willing to work very hard to become successful.
All right, so the dream for any footballer, be it male or female, is to get the big contract, to play internationally. You both have played internationally. Where, so after this showing of the talents, men only this time around, what happens next? They would tell you, they would meet the guys, would meet me. But we only look for a scout for winner by look what talent we have here, and only care about we are. Let's bring that into perspective, because that's the dream. Eh? The dream is to have to be able to dribble and have the skills, and they are excellent. Yeah. However, nobody's seeing them. Right. Let's speak to that. Starting with you, Yaya. Is there, I mean, obviously, sometime you're going to retire, and there will be, maybe, I don't know if you want to coach or whatever, but however, the talents are here in Tobago, in Trinidad as well. They want a break. They want to be seen by scouts. Is there that going forward in your ambition of giving other young people a chance, basically, to be seen globally?
Yes, hence the reason why I have Monster Mentality Junior Football Academy, because I have my own academy now. And like you were saying, they have the talent, but the discipline is a big part of it. Because a lot of the youths, they don't have the discipline. And like Millie say, talent is overrated. Once you go there, you have talent, but you're showing them that you're indisciplined.
What separates you from it? I think for us, we ourselves could pose as scouts because of the connections that we have with people with academies, MLS academies. And, you know, we continue to keep looking. At this moment, I can spot one or two players and say, hey, I can call someone and say, I need you to take these kids for 3 months in your academy in America. So we have that influence and ability to do that. Okay.
All right. So we expect that we'll hear, sometime you come and say, brother, we see two talent. And we don't make the contact with one. So I just want to be all right. But ladies, I'm so impressed. So, yeah, so on Sunday, let's go into the details of the activities. From what time you start, how many teams registered, and how they are going to go. The whole day is a day of activities.
Yes. So we start at 9 promptly till about 5:36 in the afternoon. Just a day of football for the kids to come and showcase their talent. And you know, really two scouts will look on to see the talent and to give them opportunities as always. Very good. And like I said before, Monster Mentality has a junior football academy also.
What are the prices they're playing for?
Well, again, normal medals, trophies, MVPs, championship jerseys, and we have a surprise for the first 300 kids that come to the tournament and sign in. So we won't disclose it right now, but we have a surprise for them, and I cannot not mention our sponsors. You know, this year has been challenging for the sponsors, but we definitely want to thank the Ministry of Sports, Massey's Foundation, Manta Sweets, Blue Water Inn, and obviously I know the Chief Sec will make his contribution. I think so his contribution will be the final piece to the puzzle.
Okay, good. So yeah, it was the entire community is very proud of you, and of course the Chief Secretary being from there, obviously. But I am sure that you have private conversations with him as to promote football and to give the support to young people. I'm sure. Don't tell me that. We don't want to hear, but I'm sure that is ongoing. But there are other people in Speyside, individuals that may give to you, given they know you from since you were a child. So I don't know if you want to big up a few people in Speyside.
Well, basically I was Manta Sweet and Blue Waters, which they've been with me from day one.
All right, good. We want to big up Blue Waters in a nice place to spend what do you call it? When you stay home, staycation. Staycation. All right, so ladies, I'm very impressed, and we look forward to that starting time. Of course, you're still taking. I have to make my contribution. I will leave it by Wolf. I'll just tell you what I will leave by Wolf. So Wolf, I'll come in to drop off the thing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do that. All right. So, ladies, in closing, obviously, I'm very proud that we are. And when I pass by and I see a poster, I choose sport, and I see you there, I feel really proud that we have acknowledged you at that level and so on. Dwight York is head of and I know you don't like to talk about Dwight, but I will bring him into this. Obviously, our Trinidad and Tobago football team,
Yes.
we're heading into we want to qualify for the finals of the World Cup, well, to get to the World Cup. Just an overview as to the work Dwight is doing and give me support because clearly he's doing a fantastic job. I'll start with you, Mr.
I think being a head coach is not an easy job, you know, but it's important to surround yourself with coaches and assistant coaches that can enhance what you already know or even more, right? So again, we are Tombagonians and we hope the best for them. But I will say this, the easiest way to a World Cup is through the women's game, right? And it's plain and simple. The women have 6 automatic spots in CONCACAF to qualify for the World Cup, 6. And if you make it to the CONCACAF rounds, there's 8 teams. So 6 out of those 8 teams will automatically qualify for the Women's World Cup in 2027, I believe. So that is just for anyone who...
Where is the Trinidad and Tobago women football team? Where is it? Why are we not hearing about it? And what needs to be done to bring it back or... so that we could be looking out for our women to stand up. There were some games the other day, Army and somebody had some winning yesterday.
And it's sad. They do these things for their own benefit, to receive FIFA funding and these things, and not really study about other things. For instance, the ladies who win the league, I think Club Sando, should be playing in the CONCACAF club playoffs or whatever it is they have, but yet still they're not qualified because they didn't play enough games during the season. This is the 2nd time in a row. I doubt that is a mistake. I think whomever is in charge of women's football, I don't know, have been out of football or been blacklisted from football for so many years. That,
Oh my goodness. So, Yaya, what about you? What are your thoughts? Let's say that we want to... She's laughing. So hear me, and hear what I'm asking. Let's say that we need to put together a Trinidad and Tobago football, female football team. Yaya, I know you had some controversy in the past. I'm not going to bring that up. But given time has passed, and they would need a team that can impact and beat America and places. Are you available to rejoin the Trinidad and Tobago female football team?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago I made a statement on Facebook saying that I'm coming out of retirement and going back to the national team. But if things doesn't change, if things stay the same way, I might have to rethink my
and if you had to lift the ban for you to return to or whatever is preventing you,
my knees wouldn't allow me to.
Your knees?
My knees wouldn't allow me to.
Oh boy.
But I can contribute in many other ways that will definitely impact women's football in our country.
So here I want to ask you, and I know time is up because we haven't against it. But let me ask you, what foolishness is in the way of the sport? What politics is there? What is preventing us from embracing all the talents and working together?
I think
Johnson.
Fragile egos.
Oh boy.
You know how that goes. And that's pretty much it. Politics as usual. But for me, I've always, loved women's football. I know my value and what it is I can contribute to it. However, it's very difficult to do great things when you're around mediocre people. So it's difficult.
Okay. All right. So, all right, we get it. Sunday, that's why you're here. I just have to engage you earlier. I'll give me a hoodie thing, right? But anyway, so Sunday, just remind folks, Sunday, all health roads lead to Speyside from 9 o'clock in the morning.
From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the afternoon.
Right. So food, people, vendors, with their
Yes.
So you put down your pot, go up Speyside, support me, and so on. And of course, it's free to the public.
Yes.
Everything is free.
Very good.
Yes.
All right, and you want to take a dip in the sea and so on. All right, so thank you, ladies, and all the best. As I said,
Thank you for having us.
Tomorrow, check Wolf. All right, so I make my donation. All right, ladies, indeed a pleasure and all the best.
Thank you.
All right.